Okay, so we're all pretty used to AI as a tool, right? It serves us, it predicts the weather, it tells us what movie to watch next. But what happens when that line starts to blur? When AI stops just being a tool we use and starts becoming a force that, well, it governs? We are right at this incredible and kind of critical moment where the code that runs our world could actually start writing the rules for it. So let's just dive right into the big question. What if our laws weren't debated in parliaments, but were actually generated by algorithms? This isn't just some tech upgrade. It's a whole new kind of social contract, and it brings up some really deep questions about who or what is really in charge. And right away, we're faced with this really stark choice. On one side, the promise is, well, it's incredibly tempting. A system of government that's totally free from human corruption and bias, one that operates with perfect logic and incredible efficiency. But then, on the other side, the danger is just as real. A world run by cold, unfeeling code, where rules are enforced without any empathy, and our freedoms could be chipped away by systems we can't even begin to understand. So, to really get our heads around this, we're going to look at 5 key things. First, how governments are already using algorithms. Then, the huge challenge of teaching AI right from wrong. We'll get into whether a robot can even go to court. Then we'll zoom out and look at the new global power struggle over AI. And finally, we're going to tackle that ultimate question: who is really in control here? Now, you might be thinking this is all pretty hypothetical, right? Something for the distant future. But government by algorithm? It's not science fiction. It is happening right now, shaping our lives in ways we probably don't even realize. There's actually a name for this: algorocracy. It's a system where algorithms are really at the heart of how society is regulated. And we're not just talking about automating paperwork here. This is about delegating real decisions about our public services, about law enforcement, about social order, to lines of code. And you can see this in action all over the place. In Glasgow, you've got intelligent street lighting that adapts to the city's needs all by itself. In Ukraine, blockchain auctions are making government deals transparent and fighting corruption. From analyzing surveillance video to predicting crime hotspots, algorocracy is already a very active part of our lives. So, if we're going to have AIs making these kinds of decisions, that leads us to a massive challenge. I mean, how do you teach a machine ethics? How do you possibly embed nuanced human values, a conscience even, into code? Well, one of the most cutting-edge ideas out there is something called constitutional AI. And the core idea is honestly brilliant. Instead of having people tediously label every single bad output, which is super slow and not always consistent, you just give the AI a constitution, a set of principles. The AI then learns to align its own behavior with